Greetings. Today we have the fifth and final installment of living honestly to honor God from 1 Peter chapter 2 verses 11 and 12. Now we must remember we began this message with the words of Jesus from John chapter 15 that his followers would be treated as he was treated. When we go on to read in the book of Matthew, chapter 26, verses 59 through 66, we find the exact record of how they treated Jesus and how we should expect they would treat us. It says, now the chief priest and elders and all the council sought false counsel against Jesus to put him to death, but found none. Yea, though many false witnesses came, yet they found none. At the last came two witnesses, and said, this fellow said, I am able to destroy the temple of God and to build it in 3 days. And the high priest arose and said unto him, answerest thou nothing? What is it which these witnesses say against thee? But Jesus held his peace. And the high priest answered and said unto him, I adjure thee by the living God, that thou tell us whether thou be the Christ, the Son of God. Jesus saith unto him, thou hast said. Nevertheless, I say unto you, hereafter shall you see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power, and coming in the clouds of heaven. Then the high priest rent his clothes, saying, he has spoken blasphemy. What further need have we of witnesses? Behold, now you have heard his blasphemy. What think ye? They answered and said, he is guilty of death. See, Jesus was falsely accused by perjury, knowingly false testimony, by suborned witnesses. He was then, quote, convicted by the misrepresentation of his own words. Again, Stephen, the first martyr after Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection, was convicted in the same manner as we read in Acts chapter 6. We have now and are witnessing something that is not new in America nor our world. It's what the accuser of the brethren, as he's called in Revelation 12:10, uses as his standard method of operation against the followers of Christ. It was only successful in bringing about the crucifixion of Jesus Christ because that was God's will, his appointed method for purchasing our salvation and buying us out of the slave market that we looked at in the last message. It was the same method used in accusing Paul and causing the appeal to the Roman Caesar, which ultimately ended with his death as a faithful martyr to Jesus Christ. Hebrews 11 teaches that multitudes of people, though unnamed to us, but known to God, have suffered the same fate through these past 20 plus centuries. We have not been so charged as yet by God's grace. And yet it seems to be too difficult for people to take a stand and live honestly to honor God. Peter goes on to say that though they count us and they call us evildoers, the good works which we do as we obey God should cause him and us and also them to glorify God. That's why Matthew 5:16 says, let your light so shine in such a manner before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.